at this time of the year, getting into all the performance itself, and how did you measure the two against each other?
No, I think with that game it was very important for 2 points. You know, we still weren't guaranteed a home semi-final, but that puts that issue beyond doubt now. So we've got a home semi to work on. Our execution was pretty poor. You know, you put that down to a few reasons, I suppose. I think the heat had a fair bit of say in that, especially the first half. It was, both sides looked out on their feet. You know, it was abnormal heat for what we've been playing in. We've had a lot of night games and games in Sydney, games in Auckland, and I imagine they're the same. So, yeah, you put it down to a few different things, and it was a nervous type of game. I think we played a little bit nervous because there was a lot hinging on that result. You know, they had a hell of a lot riding on that, and it's just nice to win it and have 2 games to go now, and we don't have to worry about that top 4 position. Sort of sewn that up so we can just really start building.
Speaking of building, your 2 games heading into the finals against the West Tigers, who'll be desperate next week, and then Manly in the final round. Are they the sort of games you want to try to build up momentum going into the finals?
Yeah, I think so. It's a relief to win that one, and I think that we probably played that way. You know, I was probably a little bit negative through the week, just wanting to get the 2 points this week, and we did that. But I think you'll see the intensity will change next week. Both sides, Tigers and Manly, are going to have a lot to play for as far as the 8's concerned. So it'll be a really good test for us.
We could have finished in the 30s, except for a couple of rulings. Any points you want to raise about anything?
Well, I laugh about it now, but that could have. Some of those rulings out there were just absolutely nondescript. I just shake my head. It's ridiculous. Like the pass from Princey to how he called that forward, I will never ever know. And I laugh about it now, but those games they have a lot to do with the result of a game. That could have been a turning point. They could have scored and got back in the game, which they did. And I think that would have been us going and winning the game by 30 or 40. I still don't know why the other one was disallowed. To be honest with you, I didn't see an obstruction, so I couldn't work that one out either.
Even if it means doubling up, you think they should have the best referees in that first round of the finals? You've got 4 games. Without a doubt,
mate, without a doubt.
With the forward pass ruling, does that show that the number of officials may have a problem with the nature of the game and how it is out there? Because it was clear.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think the linesman called that one, and to be honest with you, I thought he got a few wrong, that bloke. There was a dropout that went against us as well. Luke Cavell's foot taller than Kevy Gordon. There was only one set of hands up there for the ball. I don't know, mate. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm going to say I laugh about it. But if that had to cost us a game, it's going to cost someone a game soon. It already has.
2 weeks in terms of training loads and players who are maybe carrying a little bit middle doing that stuff.
Yeah, I suppose it's we want to start getting as close as we can to what we think is our best side. If a guy can't play, well, he obviously won't play. But if they're 100% fit, I don't see any point in resting them. And we want to win. We want to win the next 2 games. I think it's that goes without saying, regardless of. So I said earlier it was a relief to get the home semi because it was just hanging over our head. But we want to win the next 2 games. There's a minor premiership's not out of the question if you win our 2 games. So it's going into a semi-final, a home semi-final with momentum, it can mean a hell of a lot.
Cardi, how bad was Jesse Tonga's injury? Will he be part of your plans over the next couple of years?
It's too early to tell, mate. His shoulder popped out, so I'd imagine they'll scan him and it'll just be on the pain he's in, I suppose, as to when he can play.
Your timing and will also be available next week, is that right?
He should be available next week, yeah. Josh Graham hopefully be available next week, so there's a few options there.
You obviously don't like to talk about your team in advance sometimes because you don't make up your mind, but with Will Zillman being out this week, are you likely to stick with Presto fullback running into the finals, or are you going to try a few different options there?
We'll have a look at the tape. Rogers played a fair bit of fullback today as well. They mixed the roles up, so we'll discuss that and see where we thought if it worked or if it didn't work. But I was pretty happy with Rogers with what he did at fullback.
Do you have any concerns 2 weeks out heading into what's obviously a huge time for the club? Do you have anything?
No, mate. No, just it's it's all about having fun now. You know, you for the 26 weeks you've worked your butt off to get where you are, and now's when you want to be. You know, there's 8 sides not going to be playing in 2 weeks' time. You know, no concerns at all. We're going to have to enjoy it.